I'm not certified. I cannot be teaching people. I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm not good enough. How can I be out there giving value when I don't have a cert that enables me to give value? Now, if those are the questions you're asking yourself, and those are the things that are getting in the way of you getting out there and being a value giver so that you can successfully digitally market your products, you need to watch the following clip. I'm going to dissolve, I'm going to destroy that false belief of yours and get your ass moving, alright? If you don't start giving value, don't even expect people to give you value in return, okay? So I'm going to dissolve all that. So watch the next clip, stay tuned. I'm going to tell you why you don't need certs to start giving value. I'm going to tell you why you don't need certificates to succeed at digital marketing. Okay, hi everyone, welcome back. This is Who Should Become a Trainer Part 2. Alright, in the first part of it, in the last part, we talk about fluency and not being good enough, alright, to share. And I sort of already dismissed that as bullshit. Okay, so today we're going to talk about certification and similar trainers. Alright, now let me just put it across to you in a very, very simple and understandable manner. Okay, you do not need to be certified to train. Okay, I know that probably goes against everything that you might have believed for your entire life, because we live in a world where certifications mean branding, where certifications mean a job, where certifications mean that you are good enough. Now, I just have one very simple question to ask you when it comes to certifications, and that is the question of whether you teach to give certs, okay, or are you teaching to give value? Are you teaching to give certs, or are you teaching to give value? Alright, because if it's the latter, if you're teaching to give value, then why are you so concerned about whether you're certified or not? Because the guy that is supposedly teaching you how to train, or teaching you or certifying you, should be teaching to give you value and not give you certs. Now, if you say that to people, they're going to reply and say, I know, I'm giving value as well, but you know, the cert is like a proven, like a piece of paper which proves that you got the value. If they say that, you call bullshit. You call bullshit because you say this. You say, look, a cert does not prove that I got the value. Okay? Why? Because there are thousands and thousands of certifications out there that don't have a final exam, and even if you do have a final exam, being able to answer the exam in theory and being able to apply in real life are still two very different things. The best way that you know that I got the value that you are trying to teach is when I'm able to take that same value and teach it to others. That right there, the ability to teach it and to propagate it and to move it forward, pay it forward, is the ultimate test of whether I got your value. If I cannot even propagate or repeat it, if I cannot duplicate it or even give the information that you passed to me a twist, my own twist, then it just means that I did not absorb your knowledge that you were trying to propagate deeply enough to the extent that I'm able to teach. Okay? That is why teaching is the ultimate test of a student's caliber. That's the truth. So if you agree with me, you are teaching to give value, you are teaching because you want to serve people at a higher level. Alright, if you agree with me on that, then why are you so concerned about certifications? Let me give you a story. Again, Anthony Robbins. Alright, we all know that Anthony Robbins is probably one of the few trainers on earth that is widely known everywhere. And one of the first things that he did, one of the first things that he did was he attended an NLP certification program. Now, the thing with Anthony Robbins is that He's very, very driven. His actions speak for him rather than his words. In other words, what does that mean? It means that he likes to take action. He doesn't like to learn and just sit there and just wait. He's not someone who sits on his ass and waits. He's not. All right. He is someone that likes to take action. He is someone that goes like, okay, look, we got this thing right here. What are we gonna do with it? Who are we gonna give value to? Who are we gonna be able to teach this thing to so that they get my value as well? He is that kind of person. Now, the thing with him is that after he attended an NLP certification program in his very early days, the first few lessons, or perhaps by the middle of the program, by the mid-end of the program, he got very excited. He wanted to practice NLP already because he knows that if he doesn't practice, he's not going to get better at it. If he doesn't practice, he's not going to be able to give value. So he wanted to practice it. He wanted to go out there and at least influence his family, his friends in a positive way, get them motivated, change the way their mind is wired such that they can attain greatness, achieve more things in their life. But what did the program instructor tell him? All right, I'm not going to review any names, but the program instructor said this. He said, I'm sorry, Anthony, but you cannot go out and teach until you're certified. Whoa. And Anthony Robbins was like, why? Why do I need to wait for that bloody piece of paper? I know what I'm doing and I want to try. I want to try on my family and friends. I'm not doing a bad thing here. I'm doing a good thing. And so, what did Anthony Robbins did? All right, he basically said, you know what? You do what you need to do. I do what I need to do. So he went to teach. And the NLP program had to release him. Okay, so he dropped out of the program halfway. All right, because they couldn't take a student that was not willing to wait until he was certified before he practiced. So they were afraid that somehow their branding, will get affected or whatever. So they dropped him out. Now look, where are we today? We are at the stage whereby his techniques obviously worked because he got big people like Oprah Winfrey. He has hundreds and thousands and millions of audiences all over the world, and he continues to influence people in a positive way. So he is a typical example of someone who did not wait for the cert, because you know what is the best cert? There are two things that make the best cert. The first thing is the fact that you can teach it and pay it forward. That's the first thing. The second thing is this very important word. Whether you're in banking, whether you're in biopharmacy, whether you're in education, whether you're in finance, this word that will resonate with you wherever you go. All right. And this is the word of this word. It's very faint, but can you read it? Yeah, it's results. Ladies and gentlemen, that is all that matters. Results are your best certificates. Results is the best way to prove that whatever you do works. A piece of paper cannot tell you that you are ready to go. A piece of paper cannot tell you that you are able to deliver value, but results can. If you go out there, you practice, you teach, you deliver real content, real relevant content, and people come back and they say, look, my life changed because of this. Maybe not in a big way, but in a small way, in a small positive way. That right there is the best set. So why are you letting a piece of paper get in the way of you delivering true value to your audience? Why? Why is that piece of paper an obstacle? It should not be an obstacle. It should be just a complementary item on the way that says, okay, look, this shows that you attended this class, you got some background, and that's it. Whatever else, that probably is what, 10%? The remaining 90% should be results right here. It should be results. It should not be anything else that proves that you're ready. Okay? Now, let me give you yet another example. All right? So let's say one day, okay? Let's say one day you're on the beach, right? You're on the beach. Okay, let's say this right here is, the beach per se, all right? So it's real sandy, okay? Then right here, okay, is the ocean, right? Is the ocean. Okay, now I'm very bad at drawing. You get what I mean. You can see the colors. All right, so suddenly you see this person that is sort of drowning, right? He's raising his hands. He's like dying. All right, so you go ahead, you save him, and now, okay, now he's all right on the beach. Now he's on the beach, but he's not awake yet, and and you're not sensing any reaction from him. So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do to this person? What are you gonna do? You're gonna perform CPR, right? Okay. Now, just before you perform CPR, are you gonna wait and say, "Hey, look, shit, I'm not certified for CPR yet. Oh, wait. Maybe I should call up the CPR rescue center and let the certified guy come and save him." Are you gonna do that? Are you gonna do that? Because if you do that, this guy is gonna die, right? He's gonna RIP. He's gonna die. All right, he's gonna die, and his tombstone right there is gonna say he drowned. And he drowned because you refused to perform CPR on him just because you didn't have a cert. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know what I'm trying to portray with this very simple example? When it comes to a life and death situation, nobody waits for a cert. Nobody waits for freaking cert in a life and death situation. So why are you waiting for a cert for training? Why are you waiting for a cert just to give permission to you to give value? That is not the way to go. Some of you at this point, you're gonna say, "Jefford, it's two different things. This guy is literally dying, so I have to save him. But training, nobody's gonna die." Now that's where you're wrong. That's where you're completely wrong. The only difference between this guy on the beach and that guy in the classroom is that this guy is facing the threat of instant death. This guy is facing the threat of delayed death. If you live a life without purpose, or you cannot fail to gain a certain skill set that will help to bring your being and your sense of duty to the next level, then you're just another guy walking towards death. In other words, the only difference between guy A and guy B is that guy A is just dying on the spot, guy B is dying 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years later. That's the only difference. That is the only difference. Okay, if you cannot give value to the right people, you cannot help to impact their lives in a meaningful way, you cannot help them to discover their interests, ignite their dreams, these people are walking zombies anyway. They are just people heading to their deathbeds. That's the truth. Okay, you can say that, "Oh, no, without me they will be fine, they'll be okay." Then let me ask you a simple question. Why is there a need for formal education? Right? Why is there a need for academics? Why do countries make academics compulsory if education is useless? If education is not important? I think you have the answer. You don't need me to give you the answer. Education is always needed. Academics and non-academics. Wholesome learning. Alright? It's not, you don't just need to know the chemistry, English, mathematics, that's not the only things you need to know. You need to know how to be a person. You need to have some self-development, personal development. You need to acquire some skill sets, marketing, sales, whatever. Because all these small little things add up. They help you to find your dreams. They help you to discover what you can really do, what you really want to do with your life. And that is how you prevent a person from being person B right here, just heading to his delayed death. So if you will apply CPR on person A to save him, I don't see why you should wait for a cert to save thousands, millions, hundreds of people who are heading to a delayed death just because they got no sense of compass in life, they got no sense of direction, they cannot find the help they need through knowledge. What's the difference? What's the difference? There's no difference. The only difference here is either it's happening right now or 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years later. Alright, so I've given you so many examples. I've given you so many facades of why I think you don't need certification, and it's not me thinking you don't need certification. I give you permission to go out there and train without certificate. I give you that permission if you cannot give yourself that permission. If you still cannot give yourself the permission, go and read up on Anthony Robbins. Go and understand his background, his life story. And it's not just him. There are so many other trainers and instructors out there, successful ones, that don't get certified. They are not certified to train, but their results, the lives that they have touched, are their best certifications. Simple. Simple, simple, simple. Okay? Getting a certificate just means that you bothered to get a certificate. It does not mean that you are a great trainer. It does not mean that. Results mean that you are a great trainer. Okay? It's like you going to the gym today. Do you want to go with a gym instructor that has 10 certificates showing that he's the best man on earth, best trainer? Or do you want to go with a gym trainer who actually managed to help students slim down and keep in good shape? Which one? I think it's a idiot-proof question, right? You're going to go with the second one because that guy actually has results and that's what you want. You don't want his certs. Do you want his certs? No, I'm not looking to become the next top gym trainer. I'm looking to slim down, so I want the results. I'm going to go for the results. Which brings us back to the question of whether you're teaching to give value, okay, or you're teaching to give certs. And I think we all know that question. Alright, so with that, I'm going to wrap up this very short video. I covered this. I haven't covered similar trainers. So I think I need a part 3 to cover that. Okay, part 3. Initially, I thought 2 parts would do, but I'm at 15 minutes already. So I'm going to cover that in part 3. Alright, thank you very much. Come back again for more information of why you need to be a trainer. Everybody needs to be a trainer right now. Thank you very much. My name is Jefford from Rubik's Academy.